Well, it's time. So, what we are looking at here is, I don't even remember the year. I picked this thing up, I don't know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, some odd years ago. God knows at this point. I bought it for like a whole whopping $100. Only because, oh, that's a Willys VIN plate. And it comes with a clean, clear title. Like I said, I think I paid $100 for it. She ain't a pretty belle, but it'll do for what I'm doing. So, local Jeep club, and I forgot where my train of thought was going here. So there's a local off-road park that's getting ready to open, and they're doing some special stuff with the Jeep club that we're members of. And I'm like, well, cool. It'd be awesome to go off-road in there and something. And then I'm thinking, oh, the farm truck's kind of on its last leg right now. It needs a CV axle. I think I need to do timing on it. I gotta seafoam the engine and get the lifters reinflated. There's just, yeah, it's not happening. And we can't take that with the Jeep club events because it's, you know, it's Dodge pickup truck, not a Jeep truck. So, I'm not exactly sure how that one would float with them. So, option B is, you know, drag old girl out of, you know, long-term storage here and de-ugly it slightly. So, game plan. Axles. Gone. Get the local Media Blast guy to do some magic here. Clean this thing up bare. It needs floors, which, you know, I own a welding business, so that's not too big of a biggie. You see holes, you know, the life forms growing here is probably not helping it any. Actually, realistic, the floors ain't too bad. Just right there. I think the back's got some rust. Some stuff on the firewall needs to be cleaned up. Yeah, see, this is kind of shoddy right here, but that's all really fixable. This side over here doesn't look too bad. The big issue is this gigantic freaking crease in here, but I can work that out, or, you know, cut it out and just kind of, you know, work the metal back to where it's supposed to be. It's gonna, yeah, the floor is creased. This side here is the bad side. That's what it was. The floor is creased and it's kicked in, but, you know, it's doable. It's all very doable. There's some holes in the tub. We're gonna find all kinds of stuff when this thing gets blasted. I know that. That looks like that's been patched before there. Anyways, not concerned with any of that. I think I can keep the frame. I said axles out, trans out. I'm gonna find a donor YJ. Axles, brake booster, transmission, transfer case, and steering. Delete that steering. That's gonna be a little interesting now to think about, but I can make it work. I have a 5.2 liter in the garage, so I can convert to a LA style 318 to be a Magnum 318. I could put bear with me here. Train of thought going off in the weeds with the squirrels. You can put a carburetor carb intake manifold on it, air gap, like an L-block air gap manifold on it, that would convert it from a fuel injection motor to a carb motor, and then it's just an old style 318 LA style, even though it's a Magnum block. It's the beauty of Mopars. They've been making the same dang engine since, what, the 1960s? So, not too hard to convert that over. That's going to be a peppy little, you know, 318 with the AX15 behind it. The AX15, we'll see how that lasts. Might have to step it up to an NV or something. But we're going to make it work. We're going to clean this thing up. I'm going to modify this cage, because this actually goes to a later CJ or a YJ. Doesn't exactly fit, but I think I could cut it and make it fit and make it decent enough, you know, so for off-roading it won't be too bad. You know, these style Jeeps are 2-seaters. I'm going to modify a bench out of a YJ or something, or just hand build one to fit in the back of here. So that way we can get 2 extra seats. Yeah, that'll fit 2 kids' asses in there. About good enough. The other thing with the body, I do remember now, is there's a little, like, sketchy going on back here in the back. I don't know exactly what's going on here with this tub. It may have, like, bowed and spread out, and I might have to stretch it and pull it back in. We'll get that figured out. I'm going to take off this hitch setup that's got going on here, get rid of that. And probably build a nice plate across the back. I gotta find a tailgate, because I don't think this one had one. Just thought about that. Might have to get a tailgate, or I might just, you know, forgo the tailgate at this point. So I built a plate across the back for a hitch, sheet metal in a pan for the back, and just call it a day. You like these custom taillights? Man, that crap threw me off. Somebody did some hot rodding back in the day, and I was like, that doesn't look right. It's because it's not. So I got to delete that and then I'm not putting factory style Jeep lights in there. I'm putting circle trailer lights in, and we're going to call it a day. So, anyways, follow along. We're going to get this going sooner than later. So, fingers crossed. We'll keep going. I can find a budget-friendly YJ to donate to this project.